for coming and tuning in to another episode with me right here on the stage at Dame's Live. Same time, same place with me, the same Dame. Man, it's been a wonderful week. And the first thing that comes to mind about this week is just so simple. It's so simple. It's having an attitude of gratitude to appreciate those things that people take for granted. This week, I had an opportunity to go on my guy CJ Shotlow's podcast. It was CJ Shotlow, West Side Hove, and also it was my guy T. Ray Love. We had an opportunity just to sit back and speak about God in the church, God in politics, and God in the world. So if you guys haven't had an opportunity, definitely follow Lux Vision Studios so you get an opportunity to see that interview. It wasn't an interview. It was actually just a roundtable with my brothers. And I really enjoyed that. It really sparked off my week to have a great week. But the good thing is I got a great guest in here today with us. Our guest has been around Horizon since about the beginning. I was back there asking him a question. I was like, when was the first time we met? And it's the same story for a lot of the creators here. There's no like first time we met. We just are always in the same circles, in the same buildings, the same instances, celebrating the same people. And that's pretty much how I got an opportunity to meet Biggie. And also I had an opportunity to go by his Sans PvP. If you guys had an opportunity to shoot those guns, to get that jiggle in your control, the people who in Horizon kind of know what I'm talking about. You definitely want to go to his worlds. So without further ado, I'd like to present to some and also introduce to others a guy by the name of BIGGIE PAULS. Come on out, Biggie. Give it up for Biggie, you guys.
Hey.
Working on a weekend like usual. Way out in the deep end.
That's our mantra around here.
I swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts.
First of all, thank you so much, Biggie, for coming out and hanging out with me right here on the Dames Live stage.
I appreciate you. Thanks for having me, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. So you've been kind of tearing things up. Metaverse. I mean, now Metaverse Studio on the new battle for. I mean, I gotta say, I'm a little bit embarrassing. I was in there for like 2 or 3 hours yesterday. I'm a little bit addicted.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I am too, man. I was in there till like 3 a.m. the other night, just playing people and stuff, and how to do things, and it was fun, man. I like to just see people have a good time, enjoy themselves.
Because
you got the
down. I got my due diligence.
You've been putting in work. You've been putting. You got the surfer stance down there.
Yeah, I got it down, man. I was teaching other people. I was like,
nice,
hey, you gotta do it for the arms, but not much, man. Like the script is,
I don't really should, but really they are ones that action his world's life.
I agree with you. I mean, they're like in a band.
Absolutely.
They're the guy that keeps the. The artist can go off and do all kinds of things with horns and make it sound beautiful, but he couldn't do anything without that bass.
You got to come back to it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir. You do me a favor, Big. Come closer, right there. Yeah, thank you so much.
Perfect.
How they found the metaverse. It's interesting. I'm a gamer. Getting my friend.
Gamers taken to the Midwest Gaming Classic. Just a big of the Oculus for the first time. So we got to try that out. And I thought it was cool, like a roller coaster demo, just sit in the chair. You don't do anything. There's no controller or anything. Just experience the ride. And so it was a stock trade. Always checking the news. Came across that Facebook was changing their name Meta side to them. I'm just like, oh, okay, this is for real. Like that does not change. That was at 20, I believe. And I had to help them set up, and it was cool, but I never really got into it. I'm actually wearing 25 bucks. Was the guy that really like, oh, that's another reason ever since. So
we're babies to the. I mean, we're growing with the growth of now we walk.
Correct.
At this moment,
there's steps, man. It's but like for so, type of experience, less than the full huge into shooters like Counter-Strike, and for me. Environment where I see everything, I feel like I'm in there, and it was so. The icing on the cake was just meeting all the cool people. You know what I mean? The most,
I first got in, I was in. Didn't have much, but the taco truck, the plaza, and you would kind of walk around much, and you finally got in and say, you know what? I see the value in this. I'm going to build. What was your first world that you built?
And world. So I wanted to make, it was called the trading floor, and to make stock exchange, like I go in, it's an plastic bone, so I could start with the Studio 80. You know, I like Studio 80 because that 90 playlist, you know, that they had in there.
Shout out to Danica and Squirt. You know,
Yeah,
he can't squeeze past those guys.
the conversation, I start getting this music in there, and he's like, well, this long process, you gotta make, and you gotta have this, and you got that, and I know I had equipment pull this. So I started hit the form, how the audio worlds and how people were using. From there, I was able to learn how to my audio through my PS around 20 stuff. You know, nobody had it, you know what I mean? I think it was me and Oculos had them first. And so I remember one time I'm in Studio J with Jay Alloy and the crew, and I was gonna say, here, let me show you something. And I brought my bot in, but back then it was just my regular account on my PC. And I had my turntables, I started scratching, started mixing, started cutting, like live DJing, and they were just like blown away. You know, so I did my first DJ gig January 31st of 2022 in Horizon Worlds.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So you would be like the first DJ to ever.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how it happened. Somebody named me said, there's something that has been stripping you into your world. I was like, what?
Correct.
Yeah, you could actually bring a bot in. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I guess you're one of the first people to figure that out.
Well, see, I never thought of creating a separate account though, right? Like that, I think the credit for that, I think, has to go to maybe Junior. Because I showed him how to, he wanted to do, how do I record his music, you know, have his in his world. And so and then it was like, Mark started doing a live dot, and how you put a account. And I'm like, oh, that's how, from there, the dot started. I luckily, my piece was already, you know, I had a game, J Alloy, Matt, and so was Shot Low, and Lounge. I think we had this already recorded all the music. Okay, how do we get this done? So things, well, I'm like, we just start variables in these songs, 30 seconds where we were at. And the next part, and we're like, hey, man, I think people already that night, it was just me and C and the script, just about everybody's after that, because
that's about when you, that's big time. Correct. Now that to scripters who's a people that scripting world taught her how to script. Now focus working the man, it looks great. You know, we're seeing that the artists come look action. You know, I had so much these artists out here, and these are such visual ability to script together. Cool, you know what I mean? I laid out a block. If you know tubes, so anything that moves them to move, I get everything and we put into the script, you know, and we do it. But again, artists, the scale was off. Buildings were street wide, and I had brought Jay Alloy in, very Alloy. And she was like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, is the arena clash or from scratch? Like, oh, for real? Before you, I don't know yet. Can I build it? She can grenade those things, and energy, and some in my game, and we're talking to show on the build on the boxes that go, and I asked RJ, and next thing you know, he's going through pulling out text, like double shadow. The world was already. He goes, all right, I'm gonna put me on the script and out to how Britt, everybody that Gibson. It was fun. We were just having a good time with it, and you know, I wish I would have kept the community going, but you know, projects and things pulled me in other direction, having the kid had at hand. Now, so like we played the and you know them. We like, you know, that have the best like by new every each teams. What that you see in Horizon?
And do everything, and if you can't take you a long time. We especially RJ, they were kind of fed, you know, and see this game, like should definitely do that. And I mean, we can told me the proof of I can his he needs. He doesn't have to focus on everything, and you let him go in that direction. I mean, you can able to, you know, but you know, I had taken a third shift job, so my time was cut very short. So he was like, oh, he's like, what about me breaking him? And I had never seen his work, and very by pleasure. Not every, you know, we work very. I have my script. He's me. I mean, kind of and there's what collaboration. Have that respect for each other. You know, expect when you have that, things successful. You know.
And the results, the city again.
It has something. It has a whole story. And I seen and met him, RJ, and you see my world it out, and I saw those. I was like, all right, those little tips on the emergent. If you don't have, you know, like have a pulse of this stale, and to make it a record method that we were able to work together, bring this to using this off. We got it. You run it.
I'm okay. I'm not coming scripters and what advice you give to these people?
Learn how to use lists, lists, how to organize lists. So when he is movement, and so when you're scripting for one, it's kind of 100 dealing with pawn points organized. Only the sections, object rotation, stuff left were powerful, and then the little extras. What can you do to make need to do it? Things that have the way your head's done in second. Oh, there's a frame it or so use a bit for the but put stays in there and don't be afraid to play around. Activity, right? There is a realistic RJ for example to them. They turn that's a proper more risk and then necessarily no. So you don't say okay, right? That feeling in the world just became that more immersive, and that normal it taken snaps you lose. They might know we're not world. They just know that things in that term, things you got to be cognizant of when you're scripting it.
You said cool. Answer basically of the word. If you like something, if you have a question, maybe concern, up your question. I do have they call them Easter eggs from those cities. Something
to where you say Lord more because something I think be that like the future and this is a serious experience put together. And the things the J Drive was doing experience items that get more inventive RJ got in and it's for us, we're that books tighten up city. Not really at this point, but there will be that integrated because those are like I think it's
oh yeah. The first RJ, yeah, the 27th holding but these heavy creators, we a couple of them. Guys, next level.
No, what's that situation too? Me and on, I couldn't get through together the spawning. And I guess it looked at works, but he said it's called social block destination, right? Whereas you see in the server, you need to have on it.
It's pretty interesting. He was trying to, you guys try to explain it.
You bring in the world and spawn it, cycle those off, man. Most a pleasure with gold people, really, and then he just, so experience is definitely, and still tell you right now, years
back, you guys got a teeth in the mic. The mic is up, guys. Happy to come on.
Man. And then anything for the future.
MVP version dropped that. We did, that thing tried, and he was like, "Try my game over." He was telling definitely gonna be, and the adrenaline that gives to remake that bubble with the play.
I this my game of DJ in the middle.
I'm probably going to city's got weekly, you know what I mean, and stuff on that. This Thursday,
man, I'll be there.
These bunkies are like worlds. They want to chill, want to drink, and they want to. I'm here about came to start. Like me and Band. I don't know if Band our hopes are set after being on the so start with he. We're not. I mean, you have how to perfect that energy and absolutely, Fro. Appreciate you very much. I'm glad to see you.
All right,
see you, man.
Appreciate you.
I can see
man. I was like. Change. That's a bit different. Like type like puts ones if we just
yeah, man. Born sure. That's my
here. My life being in early is and we're just happy and he's like, oh yeah. And congratulations on your build.
But I know because it's the net for definitely and see like you kind of appreciate him being a good dude.
Like I remember my kindergartner teach my kindergarten the word. The mic come on.
The lesson definitely you said it's like what the hell you
got a level week great but tribes don't when I recognize look at the page and catch these hands good group and just feeling of
wow. I'm in the way. Yeah, no more.
The leverage and then I'll say definitely like it's like that in a room to that. If you're not, there's a two, and you know, like or if she in a room is for dancing and does that's what I mean. Just people be a part.
I was getting immersed in the Latin chill. Quick.
Okay. I would want to be experience really here. You know, me it's simple. To me, I really forward to go and
We don't.
I'm gonna say I hit my food from Mexican traditional family specialty is barbecue. So I'm a smoker for things like this.
I can help.
Man, you do.
We're on to Messil. You so much. Right? I'm sorry about
and we're on the board. We're on the air. Friends is people that are quiet as right on the planet. But it didn't. So I think they got quiet, and that's how they killed that whole situation.
Well, you doing what you doing, my God.
I'm no, I mean
enough room. Everything like
and same name on the rest of the man. Try the world. If it ain't long, I'll go back. Don't answer, but I'm sort of blunt sometimes. You know, trust me, it comes from a place of love, and to make your experience the best that it can be. So
amazing. I mean, thank you guys so much for coming by. I'd like to send a special shout out to King of Miami for coming by. Like, he like things you did. I'm like seeing in her innovating what you're doing. Keep doing. Shout out to Junior and Vampire coming by. See Vampire and Junior just keep on building. Those guys are you can look up every week. You might see something new. So continue providing great content for the people. Fade Game and Pacific Ghost, thank you for coming by. CJ and Black Jedi in the building. Thank you. Be Easy, thank you for coming by. And Katie Pookie and Jen Smash, thank you guys for coming by. And the little band man, thank you for coming by.
Appreciate you guys.
And guess what? We'll see you guys next week right here on the stage. I will have in the building. Here. I'm the D to carry on.
Good episode, man.
Great. I appreciate you guys for having me. All right, come over here to stage left.
You drinking a little there, lady?
Hey,
great show.